Come in. Yes. I apologize for the lighting being a bit dim. Some kids who thought they were gangers started playing with guns inside my shop, and I've yet to get a proper replacement for the light. Never mind that, though. Never mind that. I am Tyko Tanis. Welcome to the Hunter's Arsenal. The finest quality arms and gear for the best prices from Shaddaa to Corellia. No one beats Tyko Tanis' prices. And if they do, you just let Tyko Tanis know, yes? And I'll beat them too. No, just a little joke. I do not personally engage in fisticuffs with my business rivals, as much as I'd like to sometimes. Alistair Krellis, the criven gore-weasel. But Alistair Krellis has not the fine pleasure of meeting you today. What is your name, friend? Oh, I like that. Good name, strong name. Suits you. It's a pleasure. You look like a dangerous sort. And Tyko Tanis means that in the best possible way. It is a compliment, yes? And if you want a dangerous sort, well, you wouldn't be coming to Tyko Tanis, would you? So I take it you're looking for some firepower, eh? I thought so. You've come to the right place. Tyko Tanis has the widest collection and the greatest selection, and that's simply a fact. You wouldn't get what Tyko Tanis has anywhere else on this rock, I tell you that. Whether you need to sweep the streets or make a mess of them, you come to Tyko Tanis. Everyone comes to Tyko Tanis. Oh, yes. Tyko Tanis has connections that would make a heart sweat, friend. I can source items from all over the galaxy, and I take my quality control very seriously. That's not something all those spiced-up slamos in that bazaar downtown can say, I'll tell you that. No, a dangerous individual deserves a dangerous weapon, a dangerous look, a dangerous style, a dangerous... You get the idea, yes? Now, unfortunately, for now, I can only provide you with dangerous weapons, because I do sell weapons. I'm looking to expand my operations soon enough. Dangerous look, dangerous style, soon enough they will be available to my customers. I will be selling armor and other apparel that will be well suited to combat. But, well, you already have a bit of a dangerous weapon there, don't you, Master Jedi? What? Come now, you think I don't know a Jedi when I see one? Tyko Tanis is a little old, but I'm not senile just yet. I fought in the Clone Wars. I know what Jedi look like. You've got the lightsaber, the hood, the dark and mysterious aura. Hey now. Tyko Tanis is no friend of the Empire. Moreover, Tyko Tanis is no tattletale. But as I'm sure you're well aware, the only people that carry lightsabers are Jedi and fools who think they know how to swing one. And those lapdog inquisitors, I suppose, but I think they fall under the latter, just between you and me. But you don't strike me as a fool, so you must be a Jedi. See? Simple deduction. But I will say you should cover that thing up with your cloak or something. Jedi or not, you don't want to get cornered by people who see a fine, shiny trinket like that on you. I'd offer you a pretty penny to take it off your hands, but I know how you Jedi lot are about them. Very protective, possessive. And they're not so easily found nowadays, are they? How's this? Humor, old Tyko Tanis, eh? It's been a while since I've seen one of those in action. You wouldn't mind turning it on for me, eh? Alright, ignite it, whatever it is. Wave it around a little, eh? Not too much. I don't want my wares sliced up, but a little bit. Some of the old Jedi style. Give you a 20% discount off your total purchase. Anakin Sly Talker? Oh, no, Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker, that's the one. But he was a bit of a sly talker too, if I recall. Yes, I met him once, it's true. Oh, it was back in the war. It was on Balmora, I think. A real joker, that one. I liked him. Very nice hair, strong sense of style. Didn't smell half bad either. I was on contract for the Republic at the time for some mercenary work. Tyko, Tanis, gun for hire. Well, guns for hire. Oh yes, I used to be part of a crew. Silver Corsairs, that was us. We were a hot commodity once upon a time, yes we were. You had a thick credit account and you wanted a job done, you got the Silver Corsairs on it. We were there with that Anakin fellow to blow up what was it? Some kind of droid factory, weapons plant? Some kind of SEP factory. Whatever it was, we had to crack it open. Oh yes, Tyko Tanis has many stories, friend. Many stories. Anyhow, I decided to retire from field work after the Clone Wars. Open this humble little shop of mine. But you didn't come to Tyko Tanis to hear this old squib's life story. You came here for some weapons. You wouldn't mind hearing my life story? You flatter my weary old heart, my friend. Well, tell you what, we find you some nice gear. Maybe sometime you come back, Tyko Tanis will tell you a story about his glory days, eh? You've made Tyko Tanis' nostalgia flare up. Thank you. Right then. Just remind me about that discount if I forget. If I start charging you for something extra, just tell Tyko Tanis that Tyko Tanis promised you 20% discount. I'll probably remember, but you know. Well, I don't know exactly why you'd be looking for blasters when you've got one of those lightsabers, but I'll assume it's for discretion. Don't want the Empire catching your scent, I would imagine. And I suppose if you're looking for blasters, it means you already have an idea of how to use them. Actually, say, what's that blaster you've got there? SC-14. Almost mint condition, look at that. Picked it up off a droid a while back, I imagine. One of those separatist holdouts. You were around there. Not bad. Tell you what, I'll give you 500 credits for it. Separatist sidearms like that are in pretty high demand lately. Something to do with a corporate patent dispute or something. Empire had a lot of them destroyed after the war ended, and there's not a lot of them left in decent condition these days. And they need a prototype, several prototypes, to get production started again, or redo the design, something like that. I don't know. I'm not part of their corporate disputes. Oh, they're so boring. Oh, one of these times I had a mission. I needed to go to this. I needed to do bodyguard work for this corporate meeting, and my good stars, it was the most bored I have ever been in my life. Ever. Tyko Tanis has never been more bored than standing outside of a board meeting for the Blastic and the Murson. Oh my jeez. It was terrible. Don't do it. If you ever get corporate jobs, never take a corporate job. Unless it's not bodyguard work. Maybe it's something else. Take those good money, but never bodyguard work for corporations. Never do it. Where were we? Right, SC-14. Yes, Empire had a lot of them destroyed. Corporations want them. Corporate patent dispute. It's a whole thing. So, I give you 500 credits. You get some extra dough. Tyko Tanis gets to cash in on a little corporate espionage. 1,000? 1,000 credit? Come now, you're messing with Tyko Tanis. 750. What do you say? 950. Come now. I've got a business to run here. I'll do 800. Highest Tyko Tanis is willing to go. Excellent. Yes. All right. Let's see. Here you are. 200, 400, 600, 800. There you are. You drive a hard bargain, my friend. You weren't using one of those Jedi mind tricks now, were you? Because that would be impressive, but also unsettling to my sense of self and individuality. I don't think so. You don't seem like the trickster type. I'll take that off your hands now. Thank you very much. Tyko Tanis will find you a new blaster, eh? One that fits more comfortably in the hand than these droid-made hunks of junk. Now, tell Tyko Tanis what you're looking for, eh? And Tyko Tanis will see what he can do for you. You don't know? Oh, no, it's no trouble at all. No trouble at all. Well, let's see. My main demographics are hired gun, bounty hunter, mercenary, swords, but Tyko Tanis has got something for everyone. Even rogue Jedi. What line of work are you looking to go into? That's a fine place to start as any. Mercenary with a bit of bounty hunting on the side, then. Soldier of fortune. Don't you worry a bit, my friend. I happen to be an expert. As Tyko Tanis said, you've come to the right place. I've got all manner of weapons and gear for the enterprising Jedi-turned-mercenary and part-time bounty hunter. Premium prices on quality goods. I also do custom orders. Where's your budget at now, then? 5,000 credits. You know, that's not so bad. It's more than Tyko Tanis had to his name first time he took up a blaster for credits. It means there are probably a few things that are well out of your price range. Definitely a few things that are well out of your price range. But that's no trouble at all. Tyko Tanis is a fair businessman and a proud equal opportunity enabler of high-quality arms proliferation. And I have plenty of items that can fit into your budget. We'll take a peruse through the blaster pistols first. Then we'll find you a nice rifle or a carbine. And I also offer a free vibro sword with every purchase. So if you're looking for something to substitute the lightsaber while still being able to more or less use your skill with blades, it's probably a good investment. Heavy blaster pistols are a bit... well, there's a high demand for them on Shaddaa, you see. Tyko Tanis' prices are best in the system, best in the sector, but I can't be running out of them before the next shipment comes in, so they're a little steeper than usual at the moment. Some of them may be a lot steeper, but still better than what you'll get from that two-faced chunk of engine waste Krellis or Mankin. But Tyko Tanis will say this: we still have plenty of quality blasters, and I think you ought to know there's more to it than looks. As they say, it's not about the size, it's about how you use it, eh? Yes, funny joke, funny, but true in the context of, you know, high-grade weapons and arms. Now then, my friend, let's find you a blaster. Let's see. Oh, yes. bet you've seen one of these before. Blastech DH17. A little on the outdated side, but it's still a well-rounded piece of work. It's balanced, has a good weight to it, not too bulky. The barrel's a little long, but it's nothing unmanageable. And if you know your way around a blaster, it should be alright. It's also effective as a stun weapon. It's got a base range of about 12 meters. They're highly customizable. It's nothing real special, but there's a reason you see them around so much, eh? You'd like to see some of the models before you make any decisions? That's just fine, I always want my customers to make the most informed decisions about their purchases. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh. DH23 Outback Blaster. Not too different from the DH17, a little less intuitive for the aspiring weapons craftsman, but it's a sturdy thing. Hit radiator is improved, it hits a little harder. More of a survival weapon than anything else. Probably not something you want to bring to a firefight. But it does its job. TL18. I like to call it the working man's blaster. It's a staple, really. Basic, but it's very reworkable. Comparatively cheap and relatively effective. But, well... Tell you what, we can skip most of the baseline products. I'd say you deserve better than average. If you wanted average, you wouldn't have come to the Hunter's Arsenal. Let's find you something more fitting, menacing, dangerous, like every mercenary should be. Oh. Yes, you'll like this one, I bet. Here it is. Merson Model 434, the Death Hammer. Look at this. Dual steel plating, strong, durable, and it hits just as hard as it can take, let me tell you. There's a reason they call it Death Hammer. I'm certain you could stop a Wookiee dead in his tracks with a few square shots from one of these. It's a little shorter range than the others, but it more than makes up for it with the stopping power. And it can be all yours for the low price of, say, 550 credits. Are you interested? I knew we'd find you something. Excellent. We'll perform our transaction once we're finished with everything else. But before we do that, we need to find you a nice rifle. No Hunter's Arsenal is complete without one. Tell me, are you looking for anything in particular? Something robust, something precise, something that packs a hell of a punch, maybe? You'd like to take another peruse? Sure, certainly. Tyko Tanis would be remiss to present an assortment of rifles and carbines without first beginning with the Empire's favorite toy, the Tech E11, standard issue of our Boys in White. Voted most recognizable blaster in the galaxy by the readers of the Shaddaa Morning Sun. All three of them. But yes, E11, it's nothing state-of-the-art, mind you, but there's a reason the Empire likes them so much. 2.6 kilos, 43.8 centimeters in length. They pack some powerful firepower, but they're lightweight enough to one hand if you need to. Very maneuverable in the hands, good for hip firing or for peeking corners. It has an impressive range for not being a very long rifle, and it is versatile as all hell. It comes with power settings for lethal fire, stun fire, and sting fire. It's got select fire options, semi-automatic, pulse fire and rapid fire that would make a carbine nervous. Comes with a 3-position folding stock for more precise shots. 200-shot power packs that aren't too hard to find. Telescopic sight. Fairly easy to modify as well. You'll see with the dorsal and the side rails. Got room for attachments. I've got some projectile launchers fit for addition with the E11 frame for some grappling hooks, darts, grenades. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tyko Tanis, you might ask, Tyko Tanis. Why do you sound like a Blastech spokesman? Have they paid you off to present their products? To that I say, Tyko Tanis can neither confirm nor deny these allegations, nor could I disclose the nature of the business relationship or lack thereof between the Hunter's Arsenal and Blastech Industries were it to exist. I'm kidding. No. No sponsorship deals for me. I'm headquartered on Shaddaa. You think any of those big shot executives want near me? But anyway, what were you thinking? E11 suit your fancy? Only 500 credits. You'd like to see some of the others first? Certainly. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, yes. Blastech DLT 20A Long Blaster. Take a look at this. It's heavier than the E11 by about 6.7 kilos, so it's got some definite heft to it. Auto and semi-auto settings, electronic sight and top-mounted rangefinder, solid rate of fire. It's got these magnetomic adhesion grip. Helps you keep a lot better hold of it, especially if you've got someone trying to pry it away. 30-shot power packs for semi-auto. Optimum range is about 45 meters, but you can still hit something at about 450, and this is military-grade firepower we're talking about. Blastech A280 Long Blaster, very similar to the DLT-20A. It has the same stock and central assembly. Shorter barrel than the DLT-20A, it's a lot sturdier and even greater firepower. Armor-piercing bolts at a reasonable rate of fire, 30-shot power packs, effective range of about 300 meters. Not quite a sniper rifle, but it's got a hell of a reach. Let's see. Merson Model G8. Pretty standard military rifle. Not quite as reliable as the E11, but it outranges it by a good margin. 350-meter range, 4.5 kilos, but it's a bit on the more fragile side, and the firepower is... You know what? This is shameful. Tyko Tanis apologizes. Deeply apologizes. How could I ever present this to such an esteemed customer like yourself? I take my quality control very seriously, as I said, but sometimes things just slip through the cracks. Forget you ever saw it. It's undeserving of your consideration and of being in my shop at all. Trash, garbage, double trash, double garbage. Stay here one moment, would you? My most sincere apologies for that. This must be the work of that Krellis, trying to undermine Tyko Tanis by planting subpar weapons in Tyko Tanis' collection. Well, he won't get the better of me. I promise, my friend. From here on out, only the finest weapons and arms this side of the galaxy. Let's continue. Oh, come here. Take a look at this one, my friend. Nagant Zarvel 9118. Heavy carbine. This one is a favorite of mine. 2.7 kilograms, Rhodian make. Short barrel, A stock that's a bit on the heavier side, but nothing someone of your talents can't handle, I'm sure. Extremely durable, built fast and made to last. Very suitable for any expeditions in wilderness, works very well in urban settings as well. 100-shot power pack capacity and a 200-meter max range. Very well-rounded blaster. It's easy to use, easy to maneuver, and I tell you, it hits hard. Harder than a bar fight on Kashyyyk. She is a beauty, and it can be all yours for just 900 credits. You'd like to continue? All right. Well, do remember, it's of course available to you. And yes. Ooh, yes. This one is very suitable for bounty hunting work. Surasub Firelance. It's a bit of an unconventional design. It's lightweight, only 2.5 kilos, easy to carry and conceal if need be. It's good for long-distance tracking of targets, you know. It's a lot lighter and thus easier to maneuver, easier to carry. Great for bounty hunting. It's a 100-shot capacity. Optimum range is about 50 meters, but it can shoot straight as far as 475. Has a relatively solid auto-fire mode, and I think you'll like this. Very effective stun setting. It's more of the point. The stun setting works best up to 10 meters, but Tyko Tanis has been able to work it as far as 15. It's an excellent piece of equipment. More effective than most of the new stun blaster models like the Deck Sweeper or the Fire Spray. And only 950 credits. Tyko Tanis is afraid that's most of the quality rifles and carbines that would not utterly tear apart your budget, and I'm sure you have other things to spend it on. But I'm sure you understand, business is business, but what do you think? You've got a lot of solid options in front of you, even if the real premium stuff is a bit out of your price range. What do you think? What's caught your eye, my friend? The E11. Excellent choice. Versatile, maneuverable. Some people say it's basic, and while that is true in some ways, you're unlikely to find something quite as convenient as the E11. Power packs are wherever the Empire is, and the Empire is just about everywhere. And even where they aren't, there's probably someone who's stolen from them, eh? Yes. What else? Did you have any other of Tyko Tanis's fine wares in mind? The 9118 Carbine? Oh, you are a person of fine taste, my Jedi friend. Very, very fine taste. People are so quick to dismiss such a good carbine just because they've never heard of the Craftsman before. It scares them off. They think it's amateur entrepreneur type stuff, you know? It's shameful, truly. It's such an overlooked masterpiece of high-powered devastation and intimidating report. I'd call it a forgotten art, but they are still in operation, thank the stars. I tell you, if I could, Tyko Tanis would marry this thing. Well, not this one specifically. I've got one for myself, and this one is going to be yours anyhow, and I'd hate to get between someone and their Nagant Zarva. You know what I mean? So let's see. Come over to the counter. Let's get this sorted out, and we can have you on your way. So we have the Model 434 Death Hammer, the Tech E11, and the Nagant Zarval 9118 Heavy Carbine. Oh, hell, just saying it is a good time. Let's see, 550, 500, 900. That'll be 1,950 credits for the blasters, and let's say 300 for power packs, 4 each, 10 for the death hammer. So that adds up to 2,250 credits. Tell you what, if you spread the word, I'll even throw in a few free attachments for the E11 and the 9118. I've always wanted my business enterprise to be endorsed by a Jedi. And, well, I suppose you can't exactly reveal your identity as a Jedi. However, it still will mean a lot to me. And, of course, factoring in your Jedi discount, that will be a total of 1,800 credits. See, what did Tyko Tanis tell you, eh? Now you've got the beginnings of a proper arsenal right there yourself. These will serve you very, very well. Of that, Tyko Tanis has not even the slightest doubt. Now, I imagine you're probably looking for some armor to go along with all that, but unfortunately, Tyko Tanis doesn't really have a lot of that for sale. Or any. Not yet, at least. Blasters tend to be a lot cheaper than armor when you buy them in bulk, so I figured when I started up this whole operation, it was a better choice for starting off a business. But, I do plan on making some big expansions pretty soon. Been saving up, broadening my horizons. But now, nothing to really offer there. I do know someone nearby who sells some solid armor if you're looking to take a bit of a walk. Combat suits with durasteel plating, cortosis lining, the works. Yes. Oh, it's not that far off at all. Let me see that datapad of yours. I will mark it down on your map. There we go. There you are. You're looking for larval marbles, armored marvels. Kind of confusing to say, I know, but it's got a big metal sign out front. Glows blue, you can't miss it. And it does say larval marbles, armored marvels. Tell him Tyko sent you. Also, I'm expecting a few big shipments of more quality goods coming in pretty soon, since, well, but what I've shown you with the blasters are a little low on their stock at the moment, but not for long. You make some credits on this hired gun work of yours, pump up that budget, you come back, and, Tyko Tanis will show you some very special things. Oh, you will love them. Verpine guns, wrist launchers, thermal detonators, slug throwers, maybe even a flamethrower. Oh, depending on how things pan out, I might have some Mandalorian items next time for you, eh? You like that? Yes, Tyko Tanis thought you might. Maybe I'll even get to some proper weapon modding myself. I used to be quite the gunsmith back in the day, let me tell you. But I've sold most of my modded guns from back then off by now, unfortunately. But what can you do, eh? Well, here are your new weapons, my friend. And, of course, your free vibro sword. If anyone asks you where you got them, you just tell them you got them from Tyko Tanis. Hunter's Arsenal on Nar Shaddaa, the soon-to-be one-stop shop for the armed and dangerous, enterprising individual. Come back soon, but not too soon. Oh, and may the force be with you. That's how you say it, right? Yes, I thought so. May the force be with you, my friend. Be seeing you.